comes from a music family, my maternal grandmother, and I used to lie down on her lap when she was in her rehearsals and telling her how long to sing, when to stop, and things like that. She was a very good friend of mine, and that really helped learning from her and being inspired from her. Initially, because she was a performing artist, and as the case in many musical families, one of her friends initiated me into the early lessons, and then I carried on learning from my grandmother on a very informal basis. So I started learning from a very young stage, just listening to her and then learning from her in an informal way. The vocals is what everyone did at home. So when I was at home, all that people did was sing or discuss music events, upcoming events, or which ones they could attend, or review various artists and how they performed or what they could have sung. And the conversation was always like that. And as my grandmother was my very close and best friend, all that they did was to talk about music. So the most natural thing to do was to get into singing. And if I had any free time, all I remember was painting, watercolor, whatever sort of painting and drawing while humming in the background. That's what I remember of my earliest memories go back that way. Today is a very auspicious day because of my solo concert. That's a very important thing, and it is happening on a very auspicious day in the Hindu calendar, which is Mahashivaratri, where many people, many Hindus, stay awake all night chanting the name of God, especially Lord Shiva. And I will be performing on this day, and that is very special, and it feels like a blessing that this day was chosen for me to perform.
I started to perform at a very young age. Even before I had my formal training, I started to perform. My first performance was in All India Radio at 2.5 years. Yeah, it so happened that my brother had an audition in All India Radio for a competition, and as I was very young, my mother couldn't leave me behind, so she took me to the competition. And my brother went into the audition room, and I started crying that I want to go, and I want to play. The station director entered and asked, why is he crying? And then my mother said that no, he wants to go and play on the instrument. Then he asked, can he play? Then they gave me a set of tablas and asked me to play on it. And I played the first lesson of the mridangam, first lessons which is taught on the mridangam. And he was so excited, and he said that, oh wow, that's fantastic, can we broadcast this? And I believe that was also broadcasted for All India Radio. So that was my first step into percussion field. You see this instrument in very ancient temples of Hindu temples in India, all over India. In mythology, it is believed that this instrument is being used and is depicted with a lot of other gods. You can see this instrument being played by Ganesha, and Shiva is believed that Shiva dances for the sound of this drum. And it's also called as Nandi Vadhya. Nandi is the companion for Shiva, and also the travel medium for Shiva. Nandi is a bull-headed god. So it's believed that he played this drum when Shiva did the cosmic dance Tandava, and the whole percussion section was played by Nandi. So this is also called as Nandi Vadhya. And it has gone through a lot of changes from then on. Mrid Anga, the name says, Mrid in Sanskrit means clay. Mrid, and Anga means body. So the body which is made out of clay is Mridanga. So Mridangam is a drum which was made out of clay, which means that even people understood that instruments can be made out of wood. This instrument was there. This was made out of clay before. And now people have, when times changed, they've done the instrument with wood, and now you can also find this instrument in fiberglass and all different materials now.
It is believed that the Hungarian gypsies have often sung beautiful folk songs in this scale. It's in a minor scale. It's called Simendra Madhyamam. I will sing a composition and a bit of extempo or niraval in the lyrics, have a few swara kalpanas or a few musical notes of my own imagination.
Baba